Now, let me say how happy I am that God would permit me to come before you one more time. I thank you for your honoring us with your presence and giving us some time out of your precious life to share with you something of wisdom that will benefit all who listen. I thank Allah for Brother Minister Ishmael Muhammad and the wonderful teaching that our brother has been doing. I just love listening to him on Sundays. When I'm not here, I'm always listening and looking. And I want him to know and you to know that when a man preaches like that, shouldn't be an empty seat in the house. If you only wait for me to come out, then this is a cult. And you are cult worshipers. And you're going to be the loser. Because none of us are worthy of worship. Only God. So respecting your teachers is fine. But my God, when a man is teaching like that, it would seem to me that you would fill the house every time brother is talking. So that when I come out, you just have to get Soldier Field. Today, to be very honest, I've been trying to get a subject together. And I haven't done that. And I said, to Allah, well, I know there's some things I want to say, but the best thing that Honorable Elijah Muhammad told me when I used to write out every word of a radio broadcast, and I did that for 3 years. And one day he said, "Oh no, brother," he said, "just go stand up. Have an idea in your mind, but go and stand up and let Allah speak through you." So I find that the best subjects that I teach are the ones where I just stand up and let Allah speak. Now listen. A channel is nothing but a channel. And you do that every day when you turn on the radio. You don't worship the channel, you just listen for what's coming through it. Well, your brother is a channel. And to prove this today, now I don't know what's on your minds, but Allah does. So sometimes you come, you have questions you want to throw at the minister. Well, you hold your question on your mind. That's all I'm asking you to do. If you got a question, just hold it. And if by the time I finish today, your question is not answered, well, okay then. I'll have to come back another time. And so will you. Now, in our lessons that Master Farad Muhammad gave us, there is a lesson that asks the question, why does the enemy keep our people illiterate? That's a question. Of course, if I asked, are you illiterate? You wouldn't answer saying me, I am. But let me ask a question. How many of you have been blessed to have a college education and have a Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science degree? Would you raise your hands? Hi. That's wonderful. How many of you have been blessed with further education to have a Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Business Administration, a master degree? May I see your hands? Less number. How many of you have been blessed to be a Juris Doctor, Doctor of Law, or a PhD, or a medical doctor? Would you raise your hands? Number much smaller. I heard on the news the other day that there are 5,000 PhD degrees that are working as janitors, as garbage collectors. Being a janitor is not a disgrace. Being a collector of garbage is not a disgrace. Honest labor is worthy of us, especially if it allows us to take care of our obligations. But when you see 5,000 PhDs that have no job or are working in jobs that they are overly qualified for, how many of you here are in college and now hope to get your degree? Let me see your hands. Okay. Well, if the PhDs don't have jobs and you are hoping for a degree to do what? To do what? To get a job. Well, there are millions of Americans out of work. The president just lost spectacularly over jobs. And I'll tell you something, it wouldn't matter who is in the White House. Your job situation is really not going to improve. I don't mean to be a peddler of doom or gloom, but when you study the prophecies of these these books, guided in the study by one who has been taught by God, then we know tomorrow's headlines before they appear. Let me give you an example that you're going to see in a short while. Stock market crashes. Worse than 1929. Well, you don't worry about that because you're not a stockholder. But look at the people that have put their hope in stocks. Another headline: dollar falls, hyperinflation, dollar worthless. What are you going to do when the dollar that you love and will hurt others for has no more value? You have gold, some of you, during the bling season. You bought a little gold and you bought a little diamonds, and people are telling you right now, bring your old gold. May I tell you, gold never gets old. So you want money, paper, that has no value over gold that in the 60s was $35 an ounce, is now over $1,300. Another headline coming up: gold at $2,000, $2,500 an ounce. Do you have an ounce somewhere? You have your paper. Oh, I see. Well, let me pull out some paper. Wouldn't it be something if you came out one day and saw a man with a $1,000 bill lighting his cigar? Wouldn't that break your heart? Especially if you don't have $1,000 to light yours or even a cigar. But the value of this paper is steadily going down. Headline a few days ago: the Federal Reserve Bank buying up U.S. treasuries. Look, brothers and sisters, this is serious. Now, of course, you know the latest gossip. Jay-Z and J.C. Hammer having a fight. You know about Lindsay Lohan, poor child, and Taylor Swift, and yes, and Kanye. You are up on all the garbage. You heard about Bishop Eddie Long, and that's been your conversation, and others. But what will be the future of America when private bankers buy up U.S. treasuries? Well, I don't know nothing about that. All I know is I know. And that's why you're in the right place today. Now,